death upon me. Blood in my dog.
Okay, sorry. Now, obviously, some of you have seen this pretty funny video by Andypants Gaming, where he just kind of aimlessly whines about how not every game now is a desert-based military shooter Call of Duty clone like they used to be in 2010. And how that's like apparently killing masculinity or some crap. I mean, it was a really bad video. It didn't make much sense. His anger was misdirected. He contradicted himself several times. He just got basic facts wrong. It was a complete schizo ramble, really. It was genuinely maybe the most retarded popular video I've come across ever. But I will say, it was really funny.
It's a bunch of fat, white, liberal women.
Okay. Now, I already covered this more substantially, like made arguments and stuff. And I was right, because the dude actually responded by calling me a gay beta male instead of, just actually refuting anything I said. And the thing is, I wouldn't mind more traditionally masculine games or whatever. Like, you want to bring back some old school Modern Warfare 2 vibes, I'd be all for it. But this guy seemed a little bit too mad. Hateful, even.
Everything is just so gay now. All of the liberal LGBT mafia that work at game studios actually hate their audience. They actually hate gamers. This is why when skanks like Alyssa Mercante are crying about Kotaku shutting down and losing their jobs, I just laugh. Let them burn. Well, I recently saw that Tom Clancy's The Division Heartland is being led by a man who dresses in women's clothes in his free time. Tom Clancy would be rolling over in his grave right now.
Basically, the vibes were off with this guy, right? He seemed a little weird. It went beyond just regular anti-woke shit. I was like, he's either a troll or he's hiding his power level. I mean, not very well. I think to anyone with half a brain, it was pretty obvious he really doesn't like gay people. Although, he seemingly hit it well enough to fool Asmongold. I'll get to that in a bit. Anyway, would you know it, in his last few videos, he has absolutely ripped his mask off. Like in this one, he's got the Black Rock talking points, and he goes quite a bit harder on LGBT stuff this time.
And if you don't think that there's a satanic tone here, there's all kinds of alignments between devil worship and Satanism and the LGBTQ movement.
And that's true because he said so. No numbers, no data, just this picture, trust me, bro.
The LGBTQ crowd are satanic devil worshippers, so of course they have witches in their game. No Giga Chad would actually play this slop. We would say, get behind me, Satan, while we leave to go play Kingdom Come Deliverance and old school Rainbow Six games.
Based. Man, what am I witnessing? All this is so dumb, on its face, obviously stupid. I'm still unsure if he's trolling or not, but so many people seem to, buy into this. Oh, but it gets worse. This guy went full Kanye.
Every fucking game now is pushing lesbian shit, satanic shit, gay indie stuff, black lesbian stuff, black lesbian, black lesbian, black lesbian. Why? Why? And guys, you have to follow the money. It all comes back to BlackRock. And I'm seriously going to get kicked off of YouTube if I say who it is. I don't even need to say them. Y'all know the group that is behind this. I don't even need to say them out loud.
I'm not going to say what race, what people. We know I can't say that. It was a Jewish doctor.
But let's just say that they hate Jesus. I'm going to keep it at that.
Yeah, so clearly he means Jews. He means Jewish people. I don't know why he just doesn't say it. Also, obviously, BlackRock does not own all these companies. This dude is not saying anything profound. He's legit just off his meds. Which, hey, look, that's okay. I hope he gets the help he needs. And personally, I'm not that surprised he turned out to be this crazy and stupid. But what I was surprised by was how much Asmongold defended his takes. Now, Asmon, in his reaction to the original video, just kind of laughed and nodded along and agreed with almost everything this guy said.
Let's feel like masculinity has slowly been drained from modern video games.
Yeah,
I was looking at recent stats.
And it makes sense, right? That men would be able to write better stories for other men. Yeah. Wow. What?
And created the magnum opus Red Dead Redemption 2, a game with a manly, well-written main protagonist from 2006. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
Gears of War.
From the 2000s.
Absolutely.
Medal of Honor, Call of Duty, Brothers in Arms, Gears of War, Operation Flashpoint, Rainbow Six.
This is what it was all about, bro. We had, I feel like a lot of y'all probably played at least 2 or 3 of these, right? Yeah. It's an amazing experience, absolutely.
2 or 3 of these? Bro, this Brothers in Arms game has an average player count of 12. Nobody plays any of these anymore. Stop deluding yourselves. They died for a reason. It's actually crazy. They're gaslighting themselves, being like, oh, they're actually so popular. Everyone loves these games. No, they don't.
Almost every character in these new games is either gay, lesbian, bisexual, trans, or something else.
I think this is an issue, but it's not probably as big of an issue. What is an issue is the fact that they try to ride off of it. I think that's the issue, is that in a lot of times they had characters that were gay or they had some sort of other type of orientation, but they didn't use those characters as a mascot to virtue signal that they care about these types of issues. I think the problem that people really have is actually not with any character's orientation. I don't think anybody really cares about this character.
No, this guy does care. He very clearly does not like it when there are gay characters. How much clearer can he spell it out to you? It's pretty clear from his tone, from like the way he communicates, like everything. It makes it obvious.
It's because the character wasn't created in a cynical, performative way. They completely caricature people that are LGBT. It's not like this character is LGBT and this is like an after the fact. Like Soldier 76 I thought was good. It's like, yeah, by the way, he's gay. Okay, yeah, fine. Doesn't really have anything to do with it, but yeah, sure. But like, the issue is that they try to use these characters as mascots to promote their own virtue.
Yeah, except this Andypants is clearly not saying that. He's not just complaining about like cringy presentation or bad writing or inauthentic, tokenized whatever. No, he's basically complaining that gay people are in games, and he clearly thinks pretty conspiratorially the way he talks about this stuff.
I also feel like there's this kind of unholy alliance right now between games journalists, white liberal women at game studios, and the LGBTQ community at game studios. And they
Oh God. I do think that there definitely is like a certain sense of like a, what's the word is for it? Like shared goals that the games journalists sometimes feel like they're running PR for game studios. And I think this is a huge issue, and it's one of the reasons why people don't trust games journalists anymore.
Like, he's actually like doing PR interpretation for this other guy, like making what he's saying like more palatable to his audience. How dumb is this king of the cockroaches mold-infested brainlet? The answer is not really that dumb. I mean, I don't like the guy, but I never really considered Asmon to be stupid. Like, I think he has a decent brain capable of understanding. I just think he's probably too scared of his audience and what people think of him. Like, for a normie stumbling upon this content, I can understand not really seeing through it, but for someone who is as online as Asmongold, who has seen as much as he has, no. You can tell in little moments here and there, he's like, oh, this guy is actually kind of cooked, but he's scared to like say it full on with his chest, like, oh, this is kind of messed up, even though I might agree with some aspects of it. No, he's actually providing cover for this dude because he's a pussy. Like, Asmon is putting words in this guy's mouth that makes him sound better and less extreme than what he is actually clearly communicating. Like, imagine if some blue-haired feminist made a video about how all modern games and developers and gamers are racist and sexist. Like, Asmon would rip it apart, and that's fine. But this dude spews some nonsense about how all modern games are LGBT propaganda paid for by Jews, and how that's ruining everything, and how these developers all hate you. And Asmon's just like, yeah, that seems about right. And yeah, I do expect better from him, but maybe I've just way overestimated his intelligence.
Like, what happened to a masculine dude with a hot chick on his arm?
True.
I love the idea of Xbox games.
Has Asmongold actually played any video games in the last 10 years except WoW? I just see him watching videos for 10 hours a day. Does he actually know what he's talking about? Anyway, going back to Andypants and people who think like him, I wonder if they ever step back and just think like, this is stupid. Like, if you find woke stuff in media cringy or whatever, just say that. Like, it's not that much deeper, bro. You don't have to build a whole gobbledygook worldview around it. Oh, it's actually this investment firm that's doing it because they're antichrist and ESG scores somehow Bill Gates. Like, bro, you probably barely passed high school. You haven't figured out some deep dark secret, okay?
We're in the woke apocalypse right now. We are in the darkest woke apocalypse timeline, and like, look at the shit that is coming out in 2024.
It's funny because I think we're actually way past like peak wokeness or whatever. I think that came and went during the pandemic when BLM was all the rage, and remember, like, everyone on Reddit and Twitter was like a gay communist and they were posting black squares on their profile pics. Oh, and yeah, like every creator was like basically apologizing for saying the N-word back in 2010 or whatever. Oh god, and like Netflix removed the Dungeons and Dragons episode from Community.
So we just gonna ignore that hate crime, huh?
I'm a dark elf or a drow.
Yeah, I think that was peak woke, and things have settled a fair bit since then. Like, there's still 10% of me that's like, this guy's either a complete troll or just a grifter. Like, probably his other types of videos failed to take off, so he just latched onto this shit. Or maybe I'm thinking about it too much, and he's just kind of stupid. Like, he's not sure what's really going on, he's just sort of blindly ranting and raving at things that kind of annoy him. He's unironically just like an NPC responding to stimuli, you know, like that monkey meme with the neuron activation. Like, his cognitive functions are so dull. He's sort of like a boxer with severe CTE just flailing around. You know what's funny is a lot of these same types of complaints have been made so many times. And I don't mean over some amount of years, I mean over all of human history. Masculinity has never not been in crisis. Men have been getting less manly seemingly forever. The new generation is too soft. Everyone is too degenerate and gay. Like, are these idiots just doomed to just keep making the same points forever and ever? Am I going to be responding to the same videos like 50 years from now? Anyway, Asmongold is a spineless pussy hack, and this guy's retarded. Every single person who agrees with him is retarded. Anyone who couldn't see through his bullshit is retarded. And yep, pea soup.